Faculty turnover is between 15% and 30%, and interviews with hiring partners at major law firms say it now takes 2 to 3 years on average to properly train people coming out of law school so that they may actually be additive to their firms. More than half of the junior lawyers do not keep their jobs. This attrition and turnover collectively costs firms about $9 billion each year. These statistics are unlike any other professional degree where graduates transition much more easily from school to the real world. In our research, we found no class, book, webinar, website, or other source of material that specifically or effectively explains how to be successful with a law school degree. And yet, the problem of transition from classroom to practice is huge. This book aims to fix this problem. We wrote this book with 3 audiences in mind. Obviously, the largest target audience is people currently in law school. We recommend listening to this book as early in your law school career as possible and refreshing your recollection as you narrow down what your intended career path may look like. We also wrote this book, however, with the pre-law student in mind as well. The practice of law has changed greatly over the past few decades. The type of person who succeeds has changed as well. No longer are grades, knowledge, and tactics enough to get by. We'll say this many times in the book. Great lawyers must be people persons. Being a lawyer is a service business. To all of you thinking about law school out there, this book will give you great insight into what the practice of law is really about. Lastly, there will be folks who graduated and stumble upon this book as well. We've made this book relevant to you too. We worked to write this book as simply and efficiently as possible as well. We are all still scarred from the amount of text we unnecessarily read while in law school. We empathize firsthand and don't want to add to that burden. If we don't have something important to say, we won't make you listen to it. The first part of this book lays out our theories of the case. The second part is the pragmatic section where we'll go out on a limb and give you concrete advice in what to do and what not to do. The last part of the book will wrap up and apply what we've discussed to the real world. Along the way, we hope to make you more thoughtful and a bit uncomfortable. We believe that what we've put here can start you on the path to becoming a great and hopefully happy lawyer. Chapter 1. The Divide Between Law School and Lawyering. There is very little in common between law school and lawyering. Law schools are great at teaching case law and theory, but generally poor in how to apply either to real-world situations, as almost all law school situations involve a courtroom. Courtroom situations are by far the least common situation for most lawyers. Also, law schools teach nothing about how to work with clients outside of a narrowly tailored ethics class, which, while vital, is only a small part of the picture. Mock trials are just that, mock. And for those of us who made the switch from mock to real, we realized very quickly that life outside the 4 walls of law school is a completely different beast. Why aren't people skills, psychology, and negotiations mandatory subjects? This isn't computer science. Remember this, lawyers are called counselors for a reason. Any good attorney is as much an armchair support system as they are a statute application machine. Lawyering is a people business. It's about listening, empathizing, synthesizing information, and problem solving. None of these things are taught in law schools to the extent needed once you're a bar-carrying legal eagle. This isn't to say law schools are useless or bad. In fact, a good law school can teach you a skill set that is incredibly valuable for both legal and non-legal careers. We assume that this skill set is also highly valuable in illegal professions, but none of us have particular experience there. If you are struggling with the definitions of legal, non-legal, and illegal, then you either haven't gotten to law school yet, or you did poorly on the logic games part of the LSAT. We believe that most law schools hold a unique distinction of teaching 3 years of valuable academic knowledge with almost zero practical knowledge. We can't think of another professional graduate school that leaves one so practical.